The video you're about to watch is the third in a three-part series. I would recommend that you go back and watch parts 1 and 2 just to give you some context of what's going to be coming up in this video. So in this video we're going to be looking at the card list for Icy Carddass Dragon Ball Series 4, 5 and the promo cards. So here in set 4, the cell, I'm pretty sure, is the same back and front as the one in our game. Down here we have this is the Gohan that was rebooted in set 9, the front. I can't remember what set he was originally in our game, set 3 maybe. And I think this is the same original artwork. Or is this the rebooted version artwork on the back? I can't actually remember. I'll put it up on the side over there. This 17 and 18 I think is the same front and back. The front is definitely the same. I'm not 100% on the back. Never really used it in our game, so I don't know. I know this Goku's definitely in our game. I think he's green in ours, and he has some effect when he's played. Don't know on this Goku. This Cell probably is. I'm not sure on these Cell Juniors. This Gohan seems vaguely familiar. I don't think this Vegeta is. This one might be. I don't think this Trunks is, but I think this one might be. This Piccolo, I'm not sure on. I think this one is. Here we have another Yamcha, 10, 17, 18. This one I'm pretty sure is in our game as well. Same with this one. It might even. There's definitely an Android 20 evil creator in our game. I can't remember if it uses this artwork or if it uses another one. This Android 16 might be. This Android 18 I'm pretty sure is. I think I remember it from the Heroine video I did. So this is Cell's birth in our game. Whereas in this game it's birth of a monster Cell. And again, because they didn't have extra cards during this point, this is another field card that is actually a battle card in this game. If your leader is an android, add no more than one growth of a monster Cell to the battle area from your deck and then shuffle your deck. So it gets this guy from the deck. So I know this is definitely the basis for a card in our game. Just looking at this, so active main, place this card on one Android 17 in your energy area into the drop area. So rather than Union Absorb, where you have to put it underneath from your drop area, this takes one from your energy area and puts it in the drop area to go up the chain to this guy, which I know is definitely one. Not sure on this Cell or this Cell Junior. So this Pycon is interesting. So this has just been added to the game in like set 12. And this is the artwork that is on the front, except minus the Goku. And on the back, again, the artwork is the same, minus the Goku. Whereas in this game, it's actually both Pycon and Goku on the back. This one is another interesting one, because this front I don't think is used, but this back side is the artwork on the Unison. I think the SR version. Yeah, that goes to show, like, a lot of the artwork in this game was used early on, but there's some of it that is, like, still being added to the game even now. And there's, again, even some more that they probably will end up adding to the game in the future. So here we have another Pycon. So we don't have any of the other, like, Galaxy Warriors, I guess you would say. But if they did add them to the game, I think they probably would just reuse this art. So like here we have even more of the competitors, so like this guy, Cappy, Torby, Tapcar, Rogue. Yeah, if these guys ever did come to the game, I don't think they would bother getting new art for it. They would just reuse these ones. This guy is one in, I think it was Dropbox 4. Does something where you pay like 5 or something to bounce something to the bottom of your owner's deck, I think it is. I don't think these versions of the Kais are in use in our game. Not sure on this Goku. I know this King Yama card definitely is in our game. I just can't remember what set or even what the card does. I'm not sure on that Pycon. I don't think this Freezer and Cell are in use. Same with this Goku and Vegeta. I got no clue. Doesn't seem familiar to me, but I wouldn't be surprised if maybe just one of these, like maybe the Goku could have been on a card. So here we have the artwork for the hit leader from set 3, 1, 2 or 3, I can't remember off the top of my head. But you can see there is this like champer in the background that they got rid of on the artwork in our game. And there was a corresponding like Goku and Beerus, which I don't think this artwork has been used for anything. So this Cabba is interesting because the front, this might be on Saiyan Teamwork Cabba, I think, maybe the original art. Whereas the back is Cabba's Awakening. So this is an example where a leader card art was turned into an extra card. This champer on the front I know is in Draft Box 4. It's the one that gives all your gods and aliens like plus power and double strike, or the red ones at least. Whereas in this game it's green. I don't think this backside has been used for anything. This is called Aloof Strike Hit, whereas in our game I think this is Lightning Strike Hit or Lightning Fast Hit. It's the one that from set 1 where you evolve and deal 2 damage to your opponent. These Frost cards I think are in use in our game, or at least these two are. This one is Raging Cabba. I know for a fact. I actually have a couple of this guy. It's from set 1, I'm pretty sure, and is red in our game. This Magetta might be the basis for a card, I think. Same with this Batama. I think this, now I'm looking at it, I think this Manaka art may be the basis for the extra card that gives you leader double strike. Or it could be the other one we saw earlier. But I think it's this one. This Goku I'm pretty sure has been used for something. Same with this Vegeta. This Boo I'm pretty sure has been used. I don't think this Gotenks has been. This Champer is definitely on the card. This is the artwork for Vados's Assistants. That's yet another card that we've seen the artwork for that was just reprinted in Battle Evolution Booster. This Beerus art I think might be a card. Same with this Whis. I'm pretty sure this guy and this guy are both cards from like set 1 or 2. This Jacko I think is the artwork for the Super Combo Jacko we have. This Tights I think might be in Draft Box 4. This Vegeta is a promo leader, I think Draft Box leader, and he's red in our game. And the front is the same, but the back, they got rid of the Babidi and put just like a big margin symbol behind him. This Videl, I'm not sure. I think the artwork on this might be the one that is like the blocker, free blocker maybe. I know it's definitely doesn't appear like this in our game. This Goku I think is a leader in our game, same front and back. Don't know about that Goten or Trunks. This Kibito Kai artwork I think is a card. This one is interesting because it's just called Junior. It's not even Piccolo, it's just Junior. This one is the 6-drop Babidi that lets you look at the top 7. I can't remember its name off the top of my head. The red one from set 5, I want to say. Maybe set 3? I don't know. I know I used it in Freezer Prison. If your leader is yellow, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Add no more than 2 level 3 or below in your battle area. So it's kind of a vaguely similar effect, but not really. I'm not sure about this Popovich and Yamu. I don't think these are cards. Here we have a Mighty Mask, and then we have the original version of Mighty Mask. Pretty sure this Hercule has been used for something. Don't know. No, this is the free blocker Vidal. I think this is the artwork for it, yeah. Don't know about this Goku or this Vegeta or this Android 18. This Krillin might be. This, so at least the artwork of the announcer himself, I know was used in World Martial Arts Tournament. I think this is the one where you look at the top 7 and the younger version is the negate, or this is the negate and the younger version looks at the top 7. I can't remember. I can never remember, because in one he's got his arm down, the other he's got his arm like up. And that's basically the only way you can tell them apart. So, we'll look at the last main booster set they got in this game. So this Gogeta, I think the backside is used, but the front side in our game is a Goku and Vegeta. So I don't know that this artwork's been used for anything, but I'm pretty sure this, like I say, is the backside of one of the promo Gogeta leaders we got. This Janemba is the same front and back, I'm pretty sure, as in our game. Can't remember if this is the one that is in our set 5 or if this is the promo one. I think this is the promo one. But I'll put the actual version up here so you can see it and you can see whether I'm right or not. Don't know if this Gogeta's been used for anything or any of these Gokus actually. Pretty sure this Vegeta was the basis of something. Interestingly, they call it Fat Gogeta rather than Viku. I guess maybe that's a dub thing for him to have a different name as opposed to just being the fat version of Gogeta. I don't think this Janemba's art is used for anything, but I know this Janemba is. I think this might be the one from the expansion that had those two like Agent of Destructions in them. I know this Gotenks was used for something, I think pretty early on in our game. Don't know about this Gotenks, this Goten, this Trunks, or this Goten and Trunks. This Pikuhan might be. And so here we come to the very first extra card they had, or the very first extra card we come across from this game. Pretty sure this artwork was used on an extra card in our game as well. I just cannot think what it's called off the top of my head. I think this Gotenks might not have been a extra card in our game. I think it might be a battle card instead. And here we go. So this is Dimension Magic. And it has basically the same... Well, I mean, it literally has the same name as the blue negate we have. I don't think this is exactly the same card art, but it's very similar. And the effect is totally different in this game. It's if your leader is a Janemba, return one of your opponent's battle cards to their hand, and then you draw a card. Yeah, that is 100% different than the ones we have in our game. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, I don't know if they even had negates in this game. I think literally the only way you could get out of an attack was to combo out of it. This Vegito I know is the same art as the one in our game. Has different ability though. It doesn't give all your Goku and Vegeta's extra colours. It just does kind of more a generic thing. This Boo I think might be the same front and back in terms of artwork as in our game. I know this Vegeta has been used in our game. Don't think this Goku has been. This Hercule, I think is this the one that lets you look at the top 7 and get a Majin Buu. I know both of these Boos are used in our game. I think they're both super rares. Don't know about that one or this one. There's the Miracle Comeback Gohan, I think it's called, in our game, and it's red. Whereas in this game, it's blue, and it's interestingly Dormant Powers Fully Unleashed. Very similar name to that green negate we got in set 10, Dormant Powers or Dormant Power Unleashed. Very similar on the name on this Gohan. Similar thing actually, we got a lightning fast, but rather than a hit, it's a Gotenks. Here we have, I don't think this Boo art has been used. I think this Gohan has been. I'm almost positive this Vegeta has been. I think this might be the artwork on a card as well in our game, but again, can't think what it is. I think this front artwork might be one of the Spirit Bomb Gokus that we have. This is really interesting because this is the same artwork and basically the same name as a card we had in our game. I think I mentioned it in my very first video, the Agents of Destruction one. It's called like the most evil absorption in history or something like that in our game. And yeah, it has this same artwork. So that's really interesting. So here's something strange with these Broly leaders. This one up here and this one down here. So in our game, this is the front side and this is the back side of the same Broly leader card. Whereas in this game, they're both the front side. So with this one on the back side, it's a Super Saiyan 3 Broly leader. I don't think this artwork has been used in our game. And for this one down here, on the back side, it's a Super Saiyan 4 Broly. And I'm positive this hasn't been used for anything in our game, because I think the only Super Saiyan 4 Broly card we have is the secret rare, and it's definitely not used in this artwork. This Goku in the middle, I don't know is used for anything. Although I know there is a Family Kamehameha card. Maybe it uses this artwork. Here we have the Bio Broly card from like set 1. This Broly might be used. This Broly, again, I think is another one that version in our game was just reprinted in the Evolution Booster. It's kind of weird that we're getting so many cards that were reprinted in the Evolution Booster in this thing. Don't know about this Goku. I know this Gohan was. Not sure on this Goten or King Vegeta. I'm pretty sure this Carddass is. And this Broly is. I know this Bio Warrior is from my one new card for every special trait video. Don't think this Goku, Gohan, or Goten are used for anything. This artwork might be on Broly Control Mechanism, at least this front part with Broly and Carddass. This might be the artwork that is on the Family Kamehameha card we have. And then come to a big card here, which is Senzu Bean. And the first thing to note is Senzu Bean is green in this game. Also, it costs 3 and its effect is totally different. So in this game, it's an active main. Draw 1 card, place 1 card from the top of your deck in your life area, then shuffle all your life cards. In a weird way, I think this almost makes more sense for what a Senzu Bean card would actually do. Like, it gives you more life. Whereas Senzu Bean in our game obviously just gives you... You can just give a card 5k power and then you untap 2 energy. So I guess you can make the argument that in our game it gives you more energy, whereas in this game it gives you more life. I guess you could argue that the Senzu Bean in the actual series does a bit both. Kind of restores all your energy to you and gets you back from the brink of death. But yeah, it's very strange to see clearly the same cards, clearly the same name, but the colour and the effect are just totally different. So next up we have a Goku Black Leader. Pretty sure it's the same artwork front and back. This Goku I'm pretty sure is used in our game as well. In one of the early sets. I don't think this Zamasu has been used for anything. I know this Goasu is used. I think this is the one that is in Draft Box 2. With all the Universe 10 stuff. Or actually maybe this is the artwork for the other Goasu card. Now that I'm thinking about it. I'm pretty sure this Trunks' card, as is this one. I know this Grand Priest is a card, and the same with... This is Zeno the Playing God in our game, whereas in this game it's Perfect Ruler Zeno. There's a Goku and a Vegeta. I'm pretty sure this Vegeta has been used, but I'm not sure on the Goku. I don't think this Beerus is... This, I know is definitely on something. Is this the one that is the free play blocker Whis, maybe? Or was that the other card I was talking about before? This Champa I'm not sure on, or this Vados. This Goku Black I could see having been in our game. Same with the Zamasu. This one seems familiar. This one I know is definitely in use, but I think this is also a Time Machine card in our game. Here we have Super Dragon Radar, which I'm pretty sure isn't, or at least this radar part isn't. Maybe this drawing of Super Shenron is in use in our game. Goku Black's Kamehameha, I know there's a card in our game that has that name, but I don't think this is the artwork from that. So that brings us to the end of set 5 then. You can see the sets they had were a lot smaller. Our main sets are usually well over 100 cards, whereas this one, you can see, there was only 80 in there. And so really that only leaves us with the promo cards to look at. So this Goku leader I don't think is in use in our game. Either the front or the back side, but I know this one is. So this front side is not the same backside as the one. This is the front of the Goku leader that was banned. The one from like set 3, the blue one. And I guess that means this is also the front side of the rebooted leader because they use the same card on the front. I'm pretty sure the backside is something else we're going to see. Is it for this one? Yeah. I think this is the backside, either of the original version or the rebooted version. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. I don't know about this Vegeta on the front or the back. Or this Beerus either. This Goku I don't think has been used in either side either. This Frieza I'm pretty sure was a yellow card in like set 1 maybe. This Vegeta seems familiar. This Goku as well. Front side, but I'm not sure on the back. I don't know about this Vegeta. I think this... Oh, this is another one that the artwork was turned into an extra card. This is the red extra card from set 1, where you can KO something with like 15k power or less maybe. Something along those lines. Cannot remember the name off the top of my head. And the backside I don't think has been used in our game yet. Don't know about this Vados. This Hercule I know. Front side is the front and the backside is the same set as in our game. Has the special trait Delusion Warrior as well. But in Japan they also get a card for the kind of creature that Hercule is describing. And he's kind of misremembering Beerus. This Cell I'm pretty sure is in use. I think it was a promo as well in our game, but there's like this corresponding Gohan I think, or at least it looks like it corresponds to that Cell, which we don't have. Pretty sure this Goku is in our game as well. It might even be called Energy Rush Goku as well, or something along those lines. I don't think this Gohan is in our game. That is another hit that looks very similar to the one from set 1, like lightning fast hit, I think. We have another Metacooler I don't think is in use in our game. This Dabura I think is in our game. I think is this the artwork on that red one? The red promo one maybe? Could be wrong on that. This Bojack here I don't think is being used. And the last promo card we had, funnily enough, is the first card I ever had. Or the first leader I ever had anyway, because my first starter deck was this Mass Saiyan. And on the back it's Bardock Zeno as well. So yeah. Those were all the cards they got in this game. And as you can see, a lot of them, the artwork was reused in our game. There's some where the artwork still hasn't been used and probably will be in the future. There's some weird ones where like different leaders have been combined, or the front side is an extra card and the back side is something else, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to show you all these kind of cards so you could see for yourself. One thing I wanted to point out, which I only really noticed when I was going back and editing these videos. These cards obviously took some time to design, to get the artwork made, to get them printed and then distributed. Probably this last set here that was released at the end of March might have been very early 2017, maybe even late 2016 when it was actually being put together. So at around that time, late 2016, early 2017, we didn't even get to the end of the Goku Black arc in the Dragon Ball Super anime, and I think that's reflected in the card list. I mean, they didn't have like any Fuse Zamasu cards. The Vegito cards they had were all from the Buu saga. There was no like Super Saiyan Blue Vegito cards. And that also means that they didn't have anything from like the Tournament of Power or the Universal Survival Arc, whatever you want to call it. So no Jirans, no Topos, no Bergamos and Basils. All these characters, the cards we have in our game, all the art would be
original, or at least it wouldn't be reused from this game, because they never even had any cards with those characters. Another point I wanted to quickly make is about Carddass as kind of this all-encompassing brand that Bandai have. If we switch over to the Carddass.com website here, about halfway down the page here, you can see that Carddass is a term they use for trading cards for a lot of different series. So like you can see here, there's like Digimon, I think this is Demon Slayer, there's even like a Disney thing, Gundam even down here, and these are all within the Carddass kind of brand, I guess, that Bandai have. You can see here they even have Dragon Ball Carddass. So these are just like cards with Dragon Ball artwork on them. There's no like associated card game. You can see they also have like these sub-brands kind of under the Carddass umbrella kind of thing. So like they have Data Carddass, which is what Dragon Ball Heroes is technically part of. And down here you can see that Icy Carddass, they only ever ended up doing it for Dragon Ball. Now obviously the reason they stopped making Icy Carddass Dragon Ball is that it just wasn't making the money. I think if the game was bringing in a ton of money, they would have kept doing it for longer than they did. But I have to imagine that perhaps a reason the game didn't do too well in terms of sales, not enough for it to keep going anyway, is if you were a Dragon Ball fan in Japan and you were interested in like collecting cards that also had like a digital gameplay element to it, you probably were already interested in Dragon Ball Heroes, because Dragon Ball Heroes predated Icy Carddass for about 5 years. So you can imagine if you've been playing Dragon Ball Heroes since it first launched towards the end of like 2010, and then you hear that Bandai's got another Dragon Ball card game, you would think, well, why would I spend my money on buying cards for this totally other game when I can just spend that same money on more Dragon Ball Heroes cards, which is a series, you know, some people may have already invested a lot of money into. So I have to imagine that was a factor on why this game kind of died so quickly, but obviously can't know that because I don't think Bandai ever officially said why they ended Icy Carddass, or at least nothing I could find. So yeah, that was just something I wanted to talk about, like maybe why this game died the way that it did. So that brings us to the end of part 3, as well as the end of this series. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. If you can share this video with anyone who you know who might like it, I would really appreciate it. Also, if you want to go ahead and follow me over on Twitter, I'm at Carddass. I've been posting these GIFs I've been making from the Broly movie. I've also been posting links to all the videos. Going forward, I'm going to try to, whenever possible, tweet out short clips of upcoming videos. So if you want to get like a sneak peek of what's coming up on the channel, like I said, go ahead and follow me on @Carddass on Twitter. And thanks for watching.